when I was only 3 or 4 years old, 1 or 2 numinous experiences in a Catholic church. But then the actual,
How old were you?
like 3 or 4 years old, I'm not exactly sure. I don't recall.
Okay.
So, but I didn't know what was going on. I just knew
Sure.
that there was something way bigger than I could imagine or conceive of.
I mean, your story reminds me of one of the teachers I interviewed spent when he was, I think, 18 or 20. He went to Japan and spent 15 or 16 years in monasteries in Japan and in Korea, I think, practicing Zen. And I asked him, what made you devote so much of your life to spiritual seeking in such a serious way? And he said, I don't know if you'd believe it, but I had a unity of consciousness, or I don't remember what name he gave it, when I was 3 or 4 years old. So something like what you mentioned. He said, I know the age because I remember myself sitting on the back porch of my house in Texas, playing with some Walt Disney doll or something, toy, and suddenly my consciousness the walls of my consciousness just dropped, and my consciousness expanded to the whole universe. And obviously, I had no idea what happened. I had no way of putting this into any words or any concepts. But as I grew up, that remained in my memory as the most significant event that happened in my life. And so when I was 18 years old, I decided I wanted to go back to that experience, relive that experience. And that's kind of what started me on the spiritual path. So that to me is like, I can't think of anything more mysterious than that, the story you're telling and the story that teacher told is, how can somebody at the age of 3 or 4 have this kind of unlimited, all-embracing consciousness experience without any preparation in this lifetime, we can say. And what does it mean that even when it happens at such a young age, that it remains, as in his words, was the most significant event of his whole life. So, and then I think that on the other hand, there are people who have such experiences and have, for whatever reason, know what to do with it. They don't know, it's so out of the blue and out of context for them that they either think I must have dreamt it, maybe I had, a backlash, or not a backlash, what do you call it when you have a trip?
Oh, flashback.
A flashback.
Yeah.
Or maybe I had a high fever and I had this hallucination or something, or they just forget about it. They just put it aside, and then it becomes like more and more of a vague memory, and eventually it has nothing to do with their life anymore. So what are the factors, and what is it in the individual that makes them not only have experiences or longing for the sacred or the absolute or the timeless, and what makes them commit or decide that that's what they want to aim for or strive for in life? These are I have no idea.
Well, I think we've established that we don't know. So,
Right.